Peace. Welcome to Divine Love Mystic Rose. I'll just making sure it's recording. So we are here to do a cusp reading for the sign of Leo Virgo. And this reading is for the Lionsgate portal that we have coming up. This Lionsgate portal is all about us accelerating in our spiritual journey. And how we can do so is what this spread is going to help us decipher. Okay, we're doing the Christ light spread, which looks at the current situation or the most prevalent situation that you should be working through, or in alignment to in regards to the Lion's Gate. We're going to look at the pros, we're going to look at the cons, and we're going to look at advice moving forward. Okay, we're doing the cusp reading because as per the Saturn reading that we have recently, we need to understand our soul's truth, and our soul's truth is going to help us really understand our soul's journey. And when we know where our actual soul sign is, which is our sun sign, we'd be better off. The Western astrology has, kind of cut everybody's, all the zodiacs on the ecliptic line for up to 30 degrees. And it's just not that. The longest spanning zodiac sign actually is Virgo, which takes up about 40, almost 50 degrees of the soul's ecliptic journey. And so just say that, I'm saying that to say this, that most people are one sign up than they think they are. So if you think you're a Virgo, you most likely are a Leo. If you think you're a Virgo, you might, I just said that. If you think you're a Leo, you may actually be a Cancer. So I'm grouping the readings in cusp signs just so you understand that better. If you want to have a look at your 13 signs birth chart, and do get at me so we can have a look at that. Be more insightful for you, because then we know what you're really working with. You know that we are all the signs, but our soul sign is important for us to know how to move, okay, and where our soul is fueled. Okay, so today we're using the Oracle of the Unicorns, the Psychic Tarot, the Rider-Waite, and my pink notes. Okay, let's have a look at what's up for Leo Virgo. Okay. And while we're looking at the Lionsgate portal, because this is, again, as I mentioned, I think I didn't mention in the last reading I did, it's because it's very powerful time. We have Sirius behind our soul, and Sirius gives us even more information on our soul's journey, the collective soul's journey, as well as our interdependent or individual journey, and how we can best move forward. Okay, we have Justice. Yes, no, okay. Right. Which one's for this one? Okay. This one. Okay. That's a lot. Let's see what's really good. Nice cards here, but let me see if they come back out. We know what's good. Oh, actually, a nice card, but on the pro, is that what the pro? That was the pro, yes. Sorry. Let's see. So don't be mad if it's supposed to come out. It will come out. I just had someone get pissed off. Let's see. Yes. Well, if you're that mad, then that's not for you. Maybe the whole channel's not for you. That's why the message didn't come through. Because you're mad. So many cards coming up. Well, you know how Virgos get as well. I know Virgos. Oh, see, this one I saw earlier. Okay. Right. So the current situation is justice in whatever you are lacking. Justice in whatever you are lacking. Whatever you feel kind of depleted in. It's for a reason. It's part of your lessons. Okay. And the pro is the lack of options is a good thing. Because if you had it all in front of you, you'll be, ebbing and umming and ahhing and not sure. And the con is that less communication needed to be had. That's why you have less options. You don't have as much option. You feel like you're lacking, but there's justice in that. Okay? It's going to help you balance, because the key is to balance. The advice moving forward, you need to balance what you actually want in the material realm. And that starts with understanding the spiritual realm. What do you do spiritually? What are you thinking? What are you feeling? What are you moving towards? The communication has been lessened in regards to some kind of love situation. We have the Three of Swords and the Ace of Swords underneath the deck. Okay. Again, there's justice in whatever you're lacking in, because you had to be stripped of some of the options and speak less, communicate less, and take heed of your emotions and your thoughts for balance. Because your emotions and your thoughts are ill balanced. Okay. You have conflict and defeat, destiny, balance, ill balance, reverse, positive, financial and material changes, reversed, memories of love. Okay, again, just reiterating, your destiny has been fated this way because of the lack of balance and the lack of wanting to balance. You're not checking the fact that you're off balance, and you're not really working on restoring the balance. So finances and material is going to be changed to a lack, and this is why it's changed to a lack, because you're more pent up on past life loves. Okay, instead of focusing on what you actually need in this realm right now and how you can get it. You're not working on your own stuff. You're bent up out of shape because of past life connections, or even not just necessarily well, it is likely a past life connection. Yeah, I'm picking up that it's a karmic relationship that you had that you're really still fixed on, that you want to re-establish, but it's not going to happen in this life again, because it wasn't supposed to. You're supposed to learn from it and move on, but you're stuck. You had many options, and now those options have been flipped upside down. Okay, and that has been a judgment call. It has been justice in the whole dynamic, not just for yourself or whoever was involved, because you wasn't focused on balancing the situation. You feel conflicted about it, you feel defeated about it, because again, the lack of balance. And now whatever you didn't focus on balancing has has resulted in you having financial and material losses. And that has been a fated event, not a destined event. Because your decisions can take you where you're supposed to go, can take you off your path, or take you around the bend. Right now, you've been asked to balance. If you can balance, you may be able to restore yourself, not necessarily with the same situation. Figuring out and realizing why you now have memories of love when you could have been in the now, in presently love. It is now a heartbreak, it's now a heartache. There's reasons for that. Check your actions or your inactions in the situation. Okay. Okay, thanks. Unicorns are saying delight, possibility, anger, and balance. Okay. Count your blessings, enjoy life, take pleasure in simple things, always expect the best. Right, look for the best. Not like you can't will other people. You can if you do that. Some people do with magic and stuff, and just using their power to yield something for other people. That doesn't work. This is why you are off balance right now. This is why the lack is happening right now. This is why you feel conflicted and defeated. This is why you have this heartache. But what you could do to counteract that or to work through that is give thanks for the small things that you have. You have life right now. You can do something with it instead of just hanging up on what's already been lost. Okay, give thanks for life. Again, balance 3 times, 4 times. Take time to relax, indulge a little more or less. Set boundaries with your work. Okay, I believe this would be indulge a little less on this heartache situation. Anger had something to do with it. This says safely express your anger, use anger as a positive force, honor all of your emotions as sacred. And this came up reversed, meaning anger was already an issue. You already exerted yourself overly with this situation in anger. And now, although your reasons for being angry needs to be addressed, need to be seen to, need to be respected, it shouldn't be, how do I say, it shouldn't be exalted over anybody else's feelings or thoughts. Okay, I'm afraid there is no moving forward because even if you try to stand your ground, the possibility is not there in regards to this last situation that you are kind of stuck on. It says, raise your standards, elevate your expectations. You have unlimited potential. Yes. To better yourself first and foremost, to do for yourself first and foremost. And then you can maybe get into something else, something new, something fresh in a better state, because you will have understood why anger was the issue, why there was a lack of balance, why all the options moved you so, why how you was able to your destiny moved that way instead of this way, you know, regaining back your financial material successes once worked through these issues. And how you're getting there, how you to get there is by just giving thanks for the small things, giving thanks for the sun that is shining right now. If you're in the northern hemisphere, or you may be in the southern, but I think it's winter time right there. In the northern hemisphere, we have the summer season. So give thanks. And even in the winters, in the southern hemisphere, we have winter season. Give thanks for the snow. Give thanks for the days where you can stay inside and, get to know yourself from the root up. Right now in the summer season, northern hemisphere, give thanks for being able to be outside and enjoy nature and bask in nature and realize your nature. So you know how to, because your nature is nature, right? It's not always good. So you have to work on your not so good stuff. That doesn't mean tame it. That doesn't mean just temper it. That means understanding where it's come from and how you can work through it. Completion. Right, so I'm supposed to write integration here. Yes. All right. You're needing to balance. Yeah. Founded in change. Needing to change your one-sidedness. I feel like if you're masculine, you just feel like you always have to be masculine, even though you have inclination towards your feminine energy, but you kind of push that away. If you're feminine, you will feel like you always have to work on being feminine, but even though you feel more inclined somehow to be more masculine, and you have to balance the two. You are both. You are dual naturally. You have your function and you have your form. Okay, your form may be masculine, but you must understand you can function. So yeah, yes, that's right. You can function and you should function. You do function naturally through the yin and the yang. The yin being your feminine aspect and the yang being your masculine aspect. Your thought, your feeling is feminine. Your actions, your drive towards them is masculine. You know, your nurturing side is feminine. Your go-getter, active side is masculine. You have to balance the two. What do you want to nurture? What actually makes you feel caring, soft, and wanting to work with? And why is that? And then check your masculine side. I was going to say compare. I don't mean compare. I mean check how you can maneuver with that energy in the masculine side, in the masculine energy of yours. And you know, the masculine also represents how you move, your physical world, your physical realm, your material realm. Okay, so let's make an example. So you like money. You love money. That's your feeling towards money. What does that look like in your physical realm? Does that mean you do all things, whatever you can to get money? Well, that's already a faux pas. What advice here from I, that's all of us, Christ light, is like you love money. I mean, you want money, you want security. That's not so much that there we go. It's already the way you're thinking about the things. It's not a love for money. It's just the love for security, the wanting security. You don't want to be without. You don't want to lack. You never wanted to lack. You always worked. And this is a legacy thing. Your whole legacy has always been about. So your forefathers, your current parents might have been like, you know, we can't ever be without. You know, we don't want to be poor. We don't want to be paupers. Okay, so now you have gained this love for money, or this, like, you know, this drive for money. Whatever you have to do, you will do to get money. And see, we are naturally, this is where we have to change the foundation. We are naturally abundant. It's only the state of mind that puts us that way. If you keep focusing on something and you want to get it in any way possible, that means even doing crass things to get it, it will slowly move away from you. In regards to money, find your purpose. You will get the money. It may not be instantaneously, but you can get there. Balance is very much needed. Your key is to balance. Balance your thoughts and feelings to your highest heights. Okay? Not just looking at the physical realm, but looking at the spiritual realm first. Why is it that you feel like you have to have money? Because you want security. It's not the love of money, if you've got that twisted. And how can you work towards that in a way that is beneficial for you and not sacrificing anybody else in the physical realm? Leo, Virgo, I hope that was edifying for you. Peace and love.